everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today's reading, we're actually going to get some messages from your passed on loved ones, your spirit guides. It's overall a message about what you need to know right now, but more importantly, it's what your loved ones in spirit want you to know. I'm recording this intro after my videos, so I can tell you that there are messages from loved ones in all three videos. And there are lots of good messages overall for everybody watching. So I hope you get what you needed. All right, so these three cards came directly from your readings. So group one, and it's just one of many cards. Group one, your card is, I admire your bravery. Group two, your smile is contagious, thank you. And group three, your calming presence is truly appreciated. So choose one that resonates. Go down to the description box, click on the timestamp, and it'll take you to your reading. And I will see you there. Thanks, y'all. Hey, group one. All right, so today I just want to see what Spirit wants to tell you. And the plan is to bring in some passed on loved ones and get any messages from them for you. So let's see what happens. We'll start with some tarot cards. We have the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, Two of Swords reversed, and King of Pentacles reversed. I have the Minstrel, let your intentions be known. The Mystic Circle, your abilities will be enhanced. This is card number 18, Serendipity. Card 42, Homeward, take yourself out on a date. Interesting. And card 16, Bitchfire, stand up for yourself. And I have a postcard from Spirit and some message cards that I'm going to bring in after we get some initial messages here. So give me just 1 second with these cards and let me see what's going on here and get some messages for you. Okay. Let's start with the tarot cards, although they all kind of tell the same story. But what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, for starters, you have something on your mind that is new and exciting and refreshing for you. It's a new direction. And it's a direction that Spirit wants you to know is taking you in a direction of abundance, of self-sufficiency, of independence, of self-satisfaction. It's taking you in a direction of loving what you do. So this may be a career message, but it doesn't have to be career. It can be a vocation message. It can be just something you do on the side that brings you joy, but could end up bringing you a lot of abundance at some point. But right now you're taking those first steps in thinking about it, imagining it, making some initial decisions with this Two of Swords reversed. You're no longer wondering, is this the right thing? Should I, shouldn't I? It's kind of a, why not? I feel ready. I'm going to do this. It doesn't mean you have everything in place. We're going to pull some more cards and see, what that looks like, but it means you're ready to take those first steps forward. And then we have the King of Pentacles reversed, which tells me that in some way you're tired of the restrictions that you feel are imposed on you, probably by society, possibly by family, by people in your lives, just by life, right? Sometimes we get held down and held back by what we think we're supposed to do. And it's not always practical to do something else, right? But you're starting to realize that practical doesn't always mean happy. And to me, you feel ready to be happy. So when we look at these other cards, we've got let your intentions be known and your abilities will be enhanced. It's time to start speaking up. And I think you know that already. Because I'm seeing it here, that your mindset is already changing. You're already imagining this brilliant, bright future, this potential for abundance, potential for happiness, potential to do something that you want to do, that you know is calling to you in some way. But now it's time to start speaking that out loud. Start where you can. Start with someone you trust. And know that as you speak it into existence, as you acknowledge it, as you start to manifest it, your abilities will be enhanced. So if you're in a spiritual field, absolutely, I'm sure that makes perfect sense. If you're not, it's whatever it is that you are dreaming of doing. As you speak it into existence, as you start to say, you know what, I'm going to start working towards this goal, towards working for myself, towards opening my own shop, towards doing this online business, whatever it is, towards creating this, whatever you like to create. Maybe it's painting or crafting or, I don't know, whatever your thing is. But as you speak it into existence and you start to acknowledge it, this is something that you love and this is something you believe in, your abilities in that area will grow, because the universe, your spirit guides are looking at you going, yep, they're ready. Let's give them more. Let's give them more. And that's where serendipity comes in. So you're going to find, as you start to speak it into existence, that things start to happen, that coincidences start to happen that are not actually coincidences, right? Lucky things out of the blue just start to fall into place, helping you make this dream come true. And then we have these two cards. We have Homeward, take yourself on a date. This is something you're meant to do alone, at least initially. You're meant to follow this path alone. Again, at least initially. Because you're doing this for yourself. And as you start to tell people, again, start with people you trust, but as you start to tell people what it is you want to do, you may find yourself having to stand up for yourself. There may be some naysayers. There may be people who say you can't do that, or you're crazy, or why would you take a chance on that? It's important that you put your desires out there. But it's equally important that you stay firm and confident in your ability to bring it about, which can be hard if you find, especially someone you trust ends up like poo-pooing it. If they do, I hope you remember this reading and you stand up for yourself and then back off. Give yourself some space. to do this on your own. Find someone else you can talk to about this, Okay, I'm going to pull some clarifying cards on the tarot just to see if we can get a little more information. Spirit, can you clarify these 4 cards for us, please? We have the Star, King of Wands, King of Wands reversed. This deck has 2 King of Wands. Interesting. And 10 of Cups. Very interesting. So what you're imagining, what you are taking those initial steps toward is big. It has the potential to be very big. Even if in your mind right now, you're just starting small, which you are with the Ace of Swords. It starts with a thought, and it starts with speaking the words out loud. And it starts with maybe taking a class, finding an instructor, finding a mentor, finding someone who can give you advice along the way. And then wholly and 100% believing that it's meant to be. And this King of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles just says that you've got what it takes. It's time. It is time. And the time for indecision is over. And you're not going to let anyone else throw you off course. The King of Wands, this is you. This King of Wands is someone else. It could be many someone else's, right? Who, when they're upright, can be a powerful force, an inspiration, someone who can push you in the right direction. But in reverse, they're the ones who want to pour water on your fire. Not because they want to hurt you, they think they're trying to protect you. But you're not hearing that. You're not hearing that. You've made up your mind. And you're ready to let go of expectations, even if it upsets the family dynamic, even if it upsets people you know. Because you actually are going to find a lot of happiness in this with the 10 of Cups. You may think, with this King of Pentacles reversed, that the people closest to you are going to think you're crazy or irresponsible, out of your mind. But with the 10 of Cups, you can be assured that there's going to be plenty of them that are going to be happy for you and proud of you. And they're going to help you along the way in any way they can. All right, Spirit, anything else you want to say about that? Okay, they're saying there's a message for somebody with brown hair, glasses, green eyes. That's pretty generic, y'all. And a what? And a lisp. And a lisp? Okay, well, that's a little more specific. Oh, someone that's watching. Somebody that's watching has brown hair, glasses, and a little bit of a lisp or a speech impediment. I don't know the correct thing to say. But you know it if it's you, right? What's the message? You're going to hear from someone on the other side of the country, wherever you live. You're going to hear from somebody on the other side of the country. And they're going to give you advice that's very important. And they're saying, I want you to listen to that advice, even if you don't think it's right. Because it's being sent to you from Spirit. God, I'm getting shivers, like head to toe shivers. If that's you, y'all, please, somebody let me know. It may even be several people, but the lisp thing sort of, obviously that's very specific. That wouldn't be for everybody. What else do we have? Okay, they want me to pull some message cards, right? Okay. Don't worry, y'all. There's more messages coming. I admire your bravery. Someone in Spirit this is their message to you. Who is this for? They're saying it's for all of you. Spirit is saying, everyone that is here, listening to this reading, your loved ones in Spirit are watching you right now and telling you that they admire your bravery in doing this, in pursuing your dream, in pursuing your idea. Because it's not easy to do. It's much easier to just follow that tried and true path. But that's not what you're doing. You're taking chances. And that's what life's about. I really appreciate your comforting words. Thank you. All right. This is for somebody with a grandmother in Spirit who was once called by a name that what? She was once called by a name that wasn't her name. Obviously not grandma. But she was once called by others by a name that wasn't her name. And she was very, what? She was very spirited in life. And what else? I didn't hear that. She's saying she watches you. Bear with me, y'all. To me, when I'm giving messages from the spirit world, specifically from past unloved ones, I hope y'all can be patient, because to me it is spirit guide messages, and past unloved one messages are sacred to me. They're of the utmost importance, and I don't want to get one word wrong if I can help it. Granted, I probably do, but to me, this is sacred and so important. So bear with me if there's silence, or if I have to ask them to repeat. She says she watches you in your kitchen. You're cutting up vegetables, making a salad. And what? I'm hearing and calling her name, but I don't think that's right. You'll know it if that means something to you. But what I'm getting is you're in your kitchen, you're cutting up vegetables, you're making salad, that kind of thing, and you think of her. Like maybe you talk to her in your head or even out loud. And she's saying she hears you. And she thanks you for that. She wants you to know she hears you. And she does what she can on your behalf. Every time you ask, without fail. All right. Wow. I admire your kindness. Is that for anyone in particular? Okay, there's somebody named George, or Georgia, or Georgie, or Gigi, something like that. You are being called by Spirit to do something very important, and they want you to know that. They're saying your kindness has opened the door to a new beginning. And you don't necessarily think so. Like it doesn't dawn on you that it was your kindness that opened the door to this new opportunity, this new beginning. But Spirit saw it and they stepped in and said, you're the one. We're going to make this happen. So I don't know what you did, but wow. They're saying you're a big deal over there. Admire is, I think truly admire is the right word. And I'm just asking them if I got the name right. They're saying more or less. So take the name as it resonates. Something like that. Georgia, Georgie, George, Gigi. They're saying, so take that as it resonates. You'll know, I'm assuming, if it's you. I admire your integrity. Say that again. They're showing me somebody with their hair up in a bun, like on your head, on top of your head, on your head. They're telling me to look at this girl. Maybe it looks like that, maybe it doesn't, but it's their way of making sure I know that I got that piece right. So like a bun, like on your head, back of your head, top of your head. And what? And you like to sing, and they like to sing? Oh, they say you like to listen to the radio and sing along to the radio. Oh, your loved ones in spirit are saying they do it with you. So you have someone in spirit who, they're saying one or two people, maybe more, depends on the day, that you're in the car or on the couch, wherever you are, you're sitting down, I'm seeing you sitting down, and you're listening to the radio and you're singing to the radio, and they're with you, singing with you. They think it's fun. You have a lot of fun with it. And they have a lot of fun with you. They just love you. They just think you're the sweetest, kindest soul. Oh, they're saying, but you don't take shit from anybody. So, they're saying that's how you'll know it's you. Okay. Anything else? Okay. And I apologize if I don't have messages for everybody here. There'll be more, different groups you can try. The most important thing is this message from Spirit guides, telling you about what's coming and what you're doing. If that resonates, please know you got a message from Spirit. I'll do my best to get as many messages from loved ones as I can, but it's probably just not possible to have one for everybody in every reading. So I'm sorry. I admire your confidence. A lot of admiration going on for you guys. They understand over there that what you're doing is sort of bucking the norm. And it's interesting that this King of Pentacles is actually a buck. Interesting phrase they gave me. But you're bucking the norm. You're carving your own path and making your own way, and it's admirable. And it takes a lot of balls to do it, but you're doing it. They're saying stay focused, stay on track. Don't let anybody pull you down or pull you off course. When they do, find time to be alone again. Take yourself on a date, spend some time alone. Talk to your spirit guides, talk to your loved ones, ask them to remind you why you want to do this, and to remind you that they're going to help you and that it's going to be okay. It's going to be great. It's going to work. They're saying it's going to be more than great, but they will remind you. They're saying there's a message here for a girl who has colored hair, recently colored hair. They're saying color, not blonde. I think they mean like a color, like the blue, green, pink, right? Yes. So if someone has actual color in your hair, it might just be streaks or tips or, I don't know, but it's a color. They're saying if you're listening, and you should be listening, we want you to know. What? Say that again. There's a mother in spirit around you. Mother-in-law, grandmother, mother. I'm hearing mother. Maybe is it their mother? Might be your mother. Might not be. I don't know. Take that as it resonates. I have a feeling that this message might be for more than one of you, and so it's getting multiple. They kind of gang up and say, okay, we all have a loved one. Like, this bunch of us has a loved one in spirit with colored hair. We all want to get our messages through. So, mother-in-law, grandmother, or someone that you know that was a new mother when they passed. They're saying not a grandmother. Okay, I'm sorry. Mother-in-law, or someone who was a new mother when they passed, if it's not your mother. And they have a message for you. They're saying, let go of your need to be right and trust your instincts. You might be wrong sometimes, and you'll learn from that. But if you always think you're right, you're going to have trouble down the line. And they don't mean that harshly in any way. They admire your confidence. But sometimes you have to take a step back and listen to your gut. Listen to your instincts. And know that sometimes it's okay to be wrong. And sometimes being wrong is the best thing you can do. Because it gets you one step closer to right. All right. That's an interesting message. Anything else, Spirit? One more of these? Okay. They're showing me a picture of a boy, I think. Picture of a boy under an umbrella. With an umbrella. Under an umbrella. I feel like it's a brother type or friend. But I'm pretty sure it's a boy under an umbrella in a picture. They are in spirit. And, they're saying shuffle the cards. Okay, sorry. I always smile when I know I'll see you soon. They say when you see that picture, they see you. They see you at other times. But there's something about this picture that makes you smile. And it makes them smile to see you smile. They want you to put that picture somewhere prominent. But somewhere where you're not going to get tired of it. They want you to see it more often. But not so often that it blends into the background and you forget how special it is. Or what a wonderful gift it is. Something. They want you to keep smiling when you see it. It's special to them. And it's a boy under an umbrella. Something like that. You'll know. Boy with an umbrella. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying my best to wrangle the message in. Okay. They're saying there's a message for somebody here with glasses on. They're always crooked and always falling off. And they want you to get those things fixed. Because it's driving them crazy watching you. Having to keep adjusting them, They're saying just go get them fixed. Or get new ones. Enough already. That's funny. They're kind of laughing. Laughing with you, not at you. They think it's funny. But seriously, they're saying go get those things fixed already. All right. I think that's all I've got for you. But I do have one last card. This is a postcard from Spirit. I'm going to hold it up close in case anybody wants to take a screenshot and just read it. Or read it later. But I'll read it to you. Dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous. But know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it, or even because of it. Step into the unknown now. Let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said? Take one step toward the gods, and they will take 10 toward you. We're all doing the destiny cha-cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. Holy cow. I mean, that message just about had me in tears. So very dead on with your reading. You are about to change your life, and Spirit is going to help you, and your loved ones are going to help you. And it's very exciting and special. So good for you guys. Anyway, I hope you got what you needed out of this reading. I will do more of these because I do think it's important that people hear from their loved ones in spirit. So if you didn't get a message today, please come back and I'll do more. Or let me know if you didn't get a message and you want me to do more, so that I know to do, more of these kind of readings. All right. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for being here. I will see you next time. Bye-bye, y'all. Hey, group 2. All right. We are going to see what messages are going to come through for you from Spirit and from passed on loved ones. So I'm going to start with some cards, get them out on the table. We'll see what's going on for you. And then I'll get some specific messages. So, all right, let's start with tarot. Oh, we have the Wheel of Fortune. 3 of Wands reversed. 6 of Wands. And 3 of Pentacles reversed. I have the Hourglass. Time is of the essence. And Earth. Utilize logic, reason, and common sense. Card number 34, a leg up. Card 38, villain. You can always rewrite the story. And card 11, sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. And I have one more card, a postcard from Spirit, as well as some message cards that I'm going to save for the end. All right. Give me just a second. I just want to take these in and then get some initial messages and information for you. Okay. The first thing they wanted to reiterate is that time is of the essence. Something is coming very soon. There's an opportunity coming your way that you are not expecting. And we see that here with the Wheel of Fortune and the 3 of Wands reversed. Things are turning in your favor. But more than that, it's a fated opportunity. Something that is meant to happen. But with this 3 of Wands reversed, you don't necessarily see it or anticipate it. You may be anticipating something is coming or something is changing or things just feel different, but you don't really know what. And this thing is going to be very successful with the 6 of Wands. What they're saying is you're going to be the hero of your own story. And it's not going to be about what others can do for you. It's about what you can do for others. All right. They want me to pull some clarifying cards. So let's get some more cards here. Spirit, can you please clarify these 4 tarot cards? And we'll get a little deeper into this story for you. We have Strength, 8 of Cups reversed, Ten of Wands reversed and the Emperor. Yeah, a lot of reiterating what we talked about. But let's see what else is here. So yes, for sure, things are changing for you. And most importantly, like underneath it all, what's changing the most is your own personal strength, your confidence, your ability to see that you are good enough to do what you are supposed to do and to succeed at it. Even if right now you don't know what that thing is, you will. And with the Eight of Cups reversed, they're saying this isn't a time for you to walk away from something. It's a time to walk toward something while keeping something else in check, in place, if that makes sense. So as an example, and just an example, if you're thinking about a new job or starting your own business, this isn't a time for you to leave the job you have or a job you have in place yet. But it is a time to add on, to do both while things come to fruition. But they're saying it's not going to be very long that you're going to have to juggle. And the hard work with this Ten of Wands, it will be hard work, especially while you're juggling. But as you begin to succeed, it will progress. It will snowball. And the burdens, the hard work, will become easier. It'll become more effortless. And with this Emperor card, it very much talks about being your own boss in some way, or being a boss in some way. Less working together, collaborating with others, more working on your own. And to be honest, group one had not the same message, but some similarities. So if you were drawn, maybe you weren't sure between 1 and 2, you may want to listen to 1 as well. But you go with what feels right to you. They're asking me, what is it you want me to look at? You want me to look at this card. Okay. They're pointing out that this flower is actually made of bricks. It's like a brick wall. And when the card is upright, this girl is building the wall and she's getting help from these birds who are, you can see one has a brick in its mouth, the other has a hammer or something. But you have this in reverse. And what they're saying is you're tearing down walls. The walls may be your walls. Or it could be something like a glass ceiling, where, in your job, maybe you have just struggled to get beyond a certain point. Your success is going to snowball and progress in such a way that those walls come down almost effortlessly at that point. It will take a little bit of time and it will take work early on. But as you're going through the hard work, know that it is going to get easier, not harder. Put in the work in the beginning to set the foundation for a solid future, and things will be easier for you. But the time to start is right now. Do not Do not hesitate. They want you to stay grounded with this Earth card. Listen to advice if you get advice from others. They're saying listen to your common sense. Don't let emotions get in the way. Don't let doubts, which, doubts are emotions. Fear is an emotion. Don't let doubts and fears and other emotions get in the way. Focus on the task at hand. Focus on what needs to be done. Focus on either what you want or what is being put in front of you. Because I can see here you might not know what is coming, but you'll know it when it lands in front of you. And your initial reaction might be, oh God, I don't know if I can do this. Am I up for this? They're saying wipe away that fear. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to trust. Because you're being given a leg up. They're helping you. They're not going to let you down. They're not going to abandon you. They're not going to leave you. They're saying, we've got you. And whatever has gone wrong in the past, in your mind, went wrong for a reason. I'll say that again. You went back to the drawing board on something in your life. In other words, you started to progress and then didn't work out and you had to go back and do it again. Maybe it was a job situation. It could be, you'll know what it is, I think, in your life, something that you worked hard at, but it wasn't the right time. You weren't quite ready. And so, frankly, the spirit world sent you back to continue that foundation. But they're saying you're ready now. And it's time to rewrite the story. So don't let the story of what happened in the past hold you back. Because it's just a story now. That had to happen to get you to where you are now. But where you are now is somewhere different than where you were then. You're not going to repeat the mistakes that you made or the experiences that you had. This is all new. And they're reminding you to stay optimistic with this Sun card. Your optimism, your happiness, your joy, your trust, those are the things that are going to get you through the darkness, that are going to bring you to the light, that are going to bring you to your success. If you keep yourself in a dark place, in other words, doubting, fearing, judging yourself, judging the situation, you're going to stay stuck. But that's not where you're meant to be, and it's not where you're headed. So try to just trust. Trust, trust, trust. All right, what else do you want to say, Spirit? Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me. These kind of readings where I am directly giving you messages from Spirit and from loved ones, I take it very, very seriously. It's very sacred to me. I don't take it lightly, and so I really try to take my time and get their messages right. So bear with me if there's silence. The video is not broken. I'm just, that's how I get the messages, is when I listen. So, hold on just a sec. They're saying there's a time when things are going to come together. Like almost automatically. They're just going to like, whoop, just come together is what they're showing me. And you're going to know it by how it feels. Because it's going to feel like a mystery to you. It's going to feel like, oh my God, how did this happen? Like, where did this come from? It's going to come as a bit of a surprise. You're not going to see it coming. You may sense that something is, this reading alone should give you a sense that something is coming. But the day and the hour and the time is not known to you. And it's not meant to be known to you. Because you're meant, I'm sorry, say that again. You're meant to know what's coming in a greater sense, but not in detail. And not when. Because when it comes, you will be surprised. And that's when they want you to remember. They're saying, that's when we want you to remember we were here and we told you. And then you'll know it's coming from them. Okay. All right, I'm going to get some message cards out. See what else they have for you here. Thank you for being such a great listener. They're actually acknowledging you're listening to this reading right now because it's important, they're saying. For those of you that this reading is resonating and you're still here, Spirit is saying, your spirit guides, your loved ones are saying, thank you for listening and not tuning out because we want you to hear this. It's important. It's important that you know sort of what's coming. So when it comes, you don't throw it away. We want you to accept it and be open to it. They're saying it won't be challenging, but it will be confusing. Because you know what you're doing. But at the point when it comes in, you might not know. It's like you're saying, why now? And they don't want you to have any doubts. All right, there's somebody coming through in spirit. What I'm getting is, I don't know if you all can see my hands, but I'm getting this shape. And they're saying someone very shapely, who was very shapely here on earth. Very what? Very buxom? Buxom and beautiful. That's what they are saying to me. Someone who is considered very, very beautiful and shapely here on earth. They are in spirit here for you, if you recognize this person. They're saying they have golden hair and a big smile. And they know you. And you know them. So it's not like an ancestor you never met or anything like that. Okay, what's the message? She's saying, Give me your time. I don't know what that means. Give me your time. I want to know your time. Maybe there's a clock or a watch or some kind of timepiece that is connected between you. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I understand the message. Maybe you do. They're reminding me this card, time is of the essence. So it may just be that this person is saying, don't back down. I'm helping you. I'm not hearing those words. So let me make sure I'm getting the message correct from her. She's saying, give me your time. I'm going to help you get there, but you have to give me your time. Spend time with me, and I will help you. And I will show you the way. But it's like she's saying you have to be here with me. So I hope that means something. There's a connection between you two, and like through meditation or prayer or just connection, she wants you to spend time with her and listen. She's saying you don't have to talk, just listen, and she'll help you. All right, let's get some more messages. And, I'm going to do my best to get messages for as many people as I can, or as many as that will come through. Obviously, I can't get specific messages for every single person, but I will try my best. Please accept the ones that resonate with you and that have meaning for you. And the ones that don't, leave those for somebody else. They're meant for somebody else. And if I can't get you a personal message this time, let me know, and let me know if you want me to do more readings like this, and I will try to do more of them, and hopefully connect with your people in a different reading if you don't get one this time, or in one of the other groups, of course, if you're called to do that. I admire your strength. I think that card came up in the last group as well. But interesting, I admire your strength. And you got this strength card there. Very, very strength card paired with the Wheel of Fortune. I know that you are strong enough to pursue this opportunity when it shows up. And they're reminding me again, it will just show up. You don't have to go looking for it. You don't have to try to find it or try to make it happen. They're saying we will make it happen. You just have to be aware and available to it and open to it. All right, there's somebody showing me they're doing like a Christian, like the sign of the cross, and I'm being told it's someone on the other side who is very religious. Went to church religiously. Sorry for the word usage, but they were very devoted, is what I'm hearing. They loved God. They loved Jesus. They loved priests. They loved church. Obviously, this is not meant for everyone. This is a specific person who, on the other side. And what? Anything else? What is that? Okay, they're showing me, what is my symbol for two faces. And they're saying there's two of them. Two of them there. And they're together. And you may have a picture of them together. Okay? And it would just be the two of them in the picture, if you have that picture. And anything else? You're saying you're going to hear some bells, like church bells, it will sound like. Isn't necessarily church bells, but it will sound like that to you, or it'll remind you of the sound of church bells. And that's when you'll know it's them. They're telling you they're there, and they're with you. They're saying they don't have a specific message for you other than like what we've talked about. They're here for this reading because this reading is meant for you and this information is meant for you. But what they want you to know is that when you hear these bells, it's them. And even more specifically, it's her. I feel like it's a man and a woman, but if not, it's the first person. Like I told you, there's two people, but it's the first person, the one that was doing the sign of the cross. And that was a woman. Or very feminine energy. Okay, let's get some more cards. I admire your persistence. They're saying you keep working at it, at life, at yourself, at your job, at your work. It's like you don't give up. You have setbacks and you get sent back to the beginning and you're kind of told by the universe to try again, and you do. You just do. And it's not always easy for you, and they know that. But they're acknowledging that you don't give up. And they love that. It's very important. And they're saying it's very important for you to hear that. Because you may experience roadblocks again. But it's just a detour. It's not a wall. So don't give up. Let me pull another card. All right, they're showing me a picture of, like a movie of, like I'm in a stadium, like a sports stadium. I don't know what it is, football, basketball, baseball, I don't know. Because I'm in the stadium and there's people cheering. Okay. Oh, they're telling me to pull a card. they're saying this, the people in the stadium, that's you. You have loved ones that you must have done this recently. You'll know if that resonates. You've been in a stadium recently and watched a game. Is it? It could be on TV. And I feel like it's in person, but it's possible it was something else. But I feel like you were there in person watching a game. They're acknowledging that. And they're saying they were there with you. They were cheering right along with you. And it was a lot of fun, they're saying. They're saying, even though we lost. So that should certainly resonate with somebody. They were cheering right along with you, even though we lost. We lost the game. Or we lost the bet or something. I always look forward to seeing you. Yeah, they are around you. What I'm hearing is this is for everybody. Like anybody who's here watching this video, you have spirit guides, loved ones, people on the other side who are participating in some way. And they enjoy spending time with you, living your life. The message about the stadium and the game, that was specific people coming in for specific people watching, but the message is for everybody, that they enjoy spending time with you. Oh, and they're telling me that the bigger message also. So they said they had fun cheering the game with you, even though we lost. It was the message from them, right? They're saying that has a bigger message for everybody. They're saying, we are cheering you on, even when you lose. Because with every loss, you gain. Sometimes it might be one step forward, 2 steps back, but you're always moving forward. And we are cheering you on every step of the way. They want you to remember that this is fun, right? This life is supposed to be fun, an adventure, not a job. Not in like an obligation or a burden. It's fun. Like, cheer with us. Have fun with us. And know that if you continue to persist, you will get there. And you will get there sooner than you think because of your dedication and your trust. And they will be right there with you. All right, let's get another card. You've changed my life. They're saying that's for someone specific out there. Maybe several of you. But let me get some details for you. They're saying they can see where you've gone. But there was a time when things were not so easy for you. When this person was in your life, physical world still. And things were not so easy for either of you. Is that right? Or not so easy for one of you. They're saying you came to their aid. Things were not so easy, maybe for them. maybe for you as well, but they're talking about a time when things were not so easy for them, and you came to their aid. You helped them with something that seemed minor to you, but was a big deal to them. They're saying you changed their life in a way that you couldn't have realized, but you did. And that's all they wanted to say about that. They're just saying thank you. They said they never really got to thank you properly. Like they thanked you for what you did. Yes, I'm sure. They're saying yes. But not the way they should have, considering the impact you made on their life and their afterlife, because that stuck with them. That energy of compassion and giving stuck with them and made them not only a better person on earth, but a better person in spirit as well. You're welcome. Your smile is contagious. Thank you. And what I'm hearing from spirit is there's like a few people and they're going, yes, yes, yes. Like clapping, yes, yes, yes. It's so great when you smile. You make us all want to smile when you're silly and goofy and grinning. We can't wait to see it. And so what? They're saying we tickle your spirit to get you to smile. I don't know exactly what that means. I guess it's like tickling people in life, but they're tickling your spirit, trying to get you to smile and giggle and laugh. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But we keep trying because we want to see you smile. They're saying you're gorgeous and we love you. Now go play. That's what they're saying. Now go play. Go have fun. One more. Okay. I have one more card for you. I have no idea how long this video is or how long it's going to be. I was told that they will let me know when we're done. So, if the 3 videos are different lengths, it's not on me. No one will get gypped is what they're saying. No one will get gypped. Okay. They want to use both of these. So, you have a way of bringing people together. And this one that fell out of the deck, I admire your willingness to help others. And I think this accounts for a lot of the success that you have had and the success you will have, is your kindness and your openness to other people and your ability to bring people together. But let me get messages from them. They're saying, we can see where you struggle. We can see where you struggle to have friends sometimes, because the energy is off. But that's not your fault. You have a way of bringing people together and helping people and encouraging people and making them feel alive again. No pun intended, because they're actually talking about people here. And some people take advantage of that, or would take advantage of that. And so we keep those people away from you. We don't want you to waste your beautiful spirit on someone who isn't good for you, isn't ready for you. You deserve better. And we're finding those people for you and bringing them towards you. Don't worry. You'll find friends like you've never had before. They're just saying, we see you, we want you to be happy. Don't stress about it. Life changes. There's lulls in activity, lulls in lots of things. But life keeps moving, you know? That's what they're showing me like this. Just ride it out. And know that we're pushing you toward your truth, toward where you're supposed to be. Anything else? Okay. All right. That's all the messages I have for you, but I do have one last card for you. This is a postcard from Spirit. I'm going to, let's see. I'll hold it up just in case you want to take a screenshot, read it later. I don't know. Read it for yourself, but I'm going to read it to you. Dearest Jew, since you are on Earth, you understand how buildings are built. Yes? Wow. A good, solid foundation, and yet flexibility too, in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from a solid base, whether it be an idea that takes form one step at a time, or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now, you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do a general site check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building your life on a perfect and sound foundation that will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come to visit. We're so happy for you and so intrigued by what you're building. And oh my God, like, isn't that exactly what we were talking about with these bricks? Building the solid foundation, tearing down walls that don't serve you, and building a foundation that is solid and sturdy and ready for you. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? No? Okay, that's it. Thank you, Group 2. I appreciate your being here and watching and listening. And feel free to drop me a comment and let me know, what resonated, or, again, if you'd like to see more readings with loved ones coming through, let me know. All right. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate your being here. Have a great one. Bye-bye. Hey, Group 3. All right. We are going to take a look at, some messages from Spirit, and really the goal is to also get you messages from passed on loved ones. I have no control over who comes through or what comes through, but do know this, that the overall messages are for everyone. Some of the specific messages are also for others, besides specifically who they are targeting, if that makes sense. A lot of the messages that come through are meant for many of you. So if it resonates, take it. I guess that's what I'm saying. And if it doesn't, leave it. It means it's for somebody else. So, okay, let's start with the tarot. We have Judgment reversed, the Emperor, the Devil reversed, and 10 of Wands. We've got some other cards here. Air, seek a union of mind and spirit. The Serpent, a sly and subtle approach is needed. Card number 12, a change in the wind. And we have 29, feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. And 37, gray, endings are inevitable. And I have one more card. I have a postcard from Spirit, as well as some message cards, but I'm going to bring those in a little bit later. So give me just a second. I just want to take these cards in and get some initial messages for you. Okay. The first thing I heard was what they want to talk about is the need to be free of judgment of yourself and of others, but most importantly, of yourself. There's a tendency to pick apart everything you do and to question everything that you're good at, everything you're not good at, everything you do. There's just a tendency to want to pick it apart and to overanalyze it and to overjudge it. And your spirit guides and your loved ones in spirit see this, and they want you to take a step back and try to see things from the bigger picture, from their perspective. So we have here this Judgment card in reverse. And next to it is the Emperor. And what I'm getting here is exactly that message. The need to judge yourself less. And instead, take that energy and channel it into taking charge of your life and of your goals and your progress and the path you're on and the journey. They want you to be the boss of your own life. And they're saying right now that's not always happening because you spend too much time, I don't want to say a lot of time, some time, too much time, judging yourself, doubting yourself, giving yourself a hard time about things that you may not have done perfectly. You don't have to do things perfectly, they're saying. You just have to do them. One step at a time. And with this Devil card here in reverse, they're wanting you to detach from the outcome of what you're doing. You're working very hard, and they recognize that. Yes, you're working really hard. You've got a lot of burdens on your back, but in a lot of ways you enjoy it. You like staying busy. Hold on, I'm just getting a message. All right. They're saying you kind of like what you do, but you're not in love with it. But in this card, if you notice, the burden on her back are flowers. And she's picking them and putting them on her back because She thinks that they will make her happier. And the more flowers she picks, the heavier the burden. And the slimmer the garden. So she picks these flowers because she thinks they're going to make her happier, puts them on her back. And what happens is she's weighed down. You are weighed down by all these things that you think are going to make you happy. But when you look around, all the beauty is gone. There's nothing left because you've picked the garden dry. So there's some metaphor in there. And the message is, go for your goals, go for your dreams, keep moving forward. Don't judge yourself and let go of any attachment to the outcome. Do it because you love it, but be selective. Don't try to do everything. Choose. Decide what you want to do most, what you want to be good at, and do that. That's the most important thing. All right, I'm going to pull some clarifying cards, get a little more detail here for you. Spirit, can you give us cards, please, to clarify these 4 tarot messages? Thank you. We have 3 of Pentacles reversed. King of Wands. King of Wands again. This happened in one of the other groups, I think group 2. This deck has 2 King of Wands, and I leave them both in, and they both came out in the previous reading as well. 6 of Cups reversed. In, I think, slightly different positions, but very similar. So we have Judgment reversed over 3 of Pentacles reversed. You're taking on something that may be relatively new to you, that maybe is not your expertise, or that you're not an expert at yet. But you're learning and you're growing and you're building that foundation for the future. So don't judge yourself for not being perfect yet. You're still learning. Everyone's journey, starts at a different time and place. This is your journey at this particular point in time, and you bring with it things you've learned from previous journeys. But on this particular one, you're at the beginning or near the beginning. And there's nothing to worry. There's nothing to worry about with that. There's nothing to fret about. There's nothing wrong with that. You're on the right track, is what they're saying. And you may be on your own a bit on this journey, or at least for some of you. You may be working remotely, working at a distance from others. It feels like you're alone, but I think it's more than a feeling. I feel like you are far from others that you could or would be working with. So take that as it resonates. So that may be adding to some insecurity that you have. But you've got here the Emperor and the King of Wands. it's all of the fire energy and the power and the gumption to make this dream a reality, to make whatever this is that you're working on or working toward a reality. And they're saying it isn't just a dream. It's a process. Don't keep it in the dream phase, because then it's always somewhere far out there. They want you to call it a process. This is where you are in the process to this. And then you're going to be here, and then you're going to be here, and then you're going to be here. You're going to keep taking steps in the process toward your goals. Instead of saying you're working toward a dream, they want you to make it a little more concrete, a little more tangible. Steps. Give it steps, action steps. And be careful of burning out too quickly, or trying to achieve your goal too quickly. And that's where this, letting go of the attachment to the outcome, that's where that comes in. When you go after something all, full fire, and this card really, it represents that visually. Going after something full fire, you can run out of steam too quick. You can just run out of steam quickly. And then there's nothing left. They want you to keep that passion alive, and that desire and that drive. But they don't want you to burn out too quickly. And that's where the process comes in, one step at a time. Let go of how you think it should go. Let go of what you think should be happening at any point in time, or where you should be in the timeline. You'll get there when you get there, and there is no rush. It's more important that you build a solid foundation and that you take things one step at a time and not rush it. And don't worry about how it turns out. You will be great. You will do well. Everything is going to work out for you. It's just going to take time. And it's a process. So as you're being selective about what goals to pursue, what projects, what objectives to sort of take on, what things to take on, they want you to be selective about that. But they also want you to look toward the future. Here we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And the Six of Cups is very much a card of nostalgia, of, looking at our childhood, looking at the past, reminiscing about our dreams and our goals, what we wanted to be or do when we grow up, that sort of thing. What we thought was going to make us happy when we grow up. But you have it in reverse, and it's their way of giving you the message to look toward the future. You can't forget the past, but you can put it to bed, is what they're saying. Put it away. Put it in a drawer, close the drawer, pull it out another day. Right now, your job is to focus on the future and what is to come. All right. They're asking me to look at the black dress that she is wearing here on the Judgment card. They're likening it to, well, I'll back up. The Judgment card is generally, in a normal tarot card, it's like the angel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, calling the souls to heaven, right? The souls of those who have died to heaven. That's the image. The black dress is a funeral dress, is what they're telling me. But you've got this in reverse. They're saying you judging yourself could be the death of your dreams. Don't prepare for a funeral. Prepare for a wedding. Prepare for a celebration. Take off the black dress. Stop judging yourself. Because if you don't, it will be the death of your dreams. You have to believe in yourself in order for this to work. That's a very important message. Thank you for that. All right, so let's talk about these cards. We have Air, seek a union of mind and spirit. They want you to be very conscious of your thoughts and your words, especially when you speak about yourself. Especially when you speak about yourself negatively. You can't create a joyous energy, an energy of celebration around you if you're talking negatively about yourself, about what you do. You have to believe in yourself. And you have to trust that your spirit guides and your passed on loved ones know what you can do, know what your potential is. Never mind what you can do right this minute. It's what's inside of you that matters. And what's inside of you will come out. You just have to allow it and work toward it. And then we have the Serpent. A sly and subtle approach is needed. They're telling me this is all about shedding a skin. And we've got a couple other cards here that are similar, but we'll talk about those. It's like shedding a skin and giving yourself a fresh start. Getting rid of that dead, dry skin. That part of you that is no longer useful and is just irritating. You know, if a snake doesn't shed its skin, I don't know how often they do it, I'm not an expert, but I do know they don't shed their skin, they can die. It's important to their biological ecosystem. There's probably people who know much more about this than I do, so don't judge me. But it's vital for them to shed that skin. And the message here is it's also vital for you to shed your skin. Get rid of the behaviors, the thoughts, the doubts that are negative, that are holding you back. And don't worry if anyone thinks that you are being too confident or too optimistic. It's okay to believe in yourself and to know that this is going to happen. They're saying you don't want to be cocky and act like you know everything now, because you don't. You're still in the process of learning. But you have every right to be optimistic and to say, I'm still learning, but I will be an expert. I will be a master at this. I will reach my goal. It's okay to be, is it not only okay to be optimistic, it's time to be 100% optimistic. And to just believe. So then we have these two other cards. We have endings are inevitable and a change is in the wind. And these fall right in line with the, shedding of the skin of the serpent. It is time for a fresh start for you. It's time for a new beginning. Now, this new beginning may be tangible for you. Hold on one second. All right. They're saying for you, for most of you, or maybe for all of you, the biggest change is an internal change rather than an external change. Meaning, it's not so much about changing jobs, moving house, moving to a new city, finding a new relationship. It's the internal changes that are making you who you are. And who you are is someone who is going to succeed. But you can't shy away from these changes and these endings. And they're saying the endings are letting go. Not letting go of people, places, things. Letting go of who you used to be. It's not who you are anymore. And sometimes it's hard to just say, you know what? It's not who I am. I need to shed that skin and show this new face to the world. A lot of times we get shy about that. We want to hide who we are. We want to pretend like nothing has changed because we're worried people are going to judge us. But things have changed. You have changed. And it's time now for you to start accepting that. So the big changes in your life start with you. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Give yourself the love that you would give someone else if they were in your shoes. Give yourself the care and the abundance and the satisfaction of being exactly who you are right now in every way. And be unafraid to show it to the world. But more importantly, be unafraid to accept it for yourself. I think there's still some worries within yourself. Like a lack of acceptance, acknowledging that you've changed. People change. It's okay. You could have been adamant a year ago that I am this, I am this, I am this, and I'm not that. And now a year later you realize, maybe I'm not all those things. Maybe I am that other thing. Well, it's not that you lied. It's not that you were wrong. You changed. Your circumstances changed. You changed. You evolved. And you were meant to. Okay. Let's get some message cards and see what else we have here. I admire your courage. You need to know how much you are admired by your loved ones in spirit. They're saying they love how brave you are. to be willing to go after your dreams, and to see the future, to see that the future can be brighter than you ever imagined. That takes courage. Most people will settle for what they can get. Settle for the status quo. Settle for what's there. You're not settling. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to be that person. Your calming presence is truly appreciated. All right, I'm just getting a message. This message is from a loved one in spirit, although it probably applies to many of you, so don't tune out if it doesn't sound like your person. They're saying they used to have okay, that's very specific. They used to have a purse in the garage that was filled with garden tools. And it was funny. Funny that this person kept garden tools in their purse. And you knew about this, so this is obviously very specific. But this person wants you to know that they are here. They're saying they appreciate your generosity. They appreciate your kindness. And they appreciate how calm you are in difficult situations. You handle yourself very well when others lose their head and scramble. You are the pillar that everyone will gravitate to when they're ready to be calm again. And that's a gift. So please accept that. And know that we love you. And we're watching over you. And we're with you. All right, very nice. Thank you. Let's get another card here. I admire your strength. You're stronger than you realize. You have more in you than you give yourself credit for. That's what they're saying. You have more in you than others give you credit for. But deep down inside, you know it's there. It's time to pull it out and use it. Your loved ones in spirit know how strong you are. And they want to help you bring that to the surface. Bring it to life. Because it is who you are. You are strength. You are strong. And you have a purpose. So please don't give up on it. Please don't let yourself down. You're saying, we will love you no matter what. But don't let yourself down by giving in or giving up too early. Just keep going. You've got this. I really value your opinion. Thank you. There's a message for that one. Hold on. Okay, it's someone who really, really wants to come through. I feel a very demonstrative woman, heavier build, heavier set. But attractive. Not but attractive, and attractive. Anyways, it's very much like trying, really pushing in, like, through. So it's, give me just a second, because I just needed to step back just a little bit so I can understand what she's saying. Okay, she wants you to know somebody's going to be calling you for your help. Someone needs your advice. And that's where this card comes in. Someone needs your advice about something. See, it's not going to seem very important. It's going to seem like nothing. But don't blow it off. It's very, very important. She's saying, you have to listen to me. It's very important. Don't blow it off. She's saying, don't listen to the voicemail, answer the phone. She needs to talk to you. She needs your advice. She needs you to help her. She values your opinion. And your opinion is good. So please don't ignore it. All right. It's a very specific message. So take it if it's yours. If it's not yours, it's okay. Well, this one just wanted to come out. And I just heard that's from everybody. For everybody. And I have this crowd of people just saying, we love you. We love you. I love you. We can't stop loving you. We love you so much. Everyone just wants to tell you they love you. Obviously, there's more people here than I can talk to or give messages to, but know that they are here and that they helped you find this video because they were here. Even if they don't get a specific message through to you, their message to you is this. Their message to you is all of this. Their message to you is bringing you here and helping you find this video so you get this message. They're helping you even if you can't see them, even if you can't hear them, even if you don't get a specific message. They're here right now as I'm recording, and they're with you right now as you are listening. So trust it. I always have more fun when I'm with you. They're saying you're about to get some very good news. Is this for everybody? They're saying it's for more than one of you. For most of you. They're saying it's for all of you, but the timing is different for all of you. Some of you, it's going to be very soon. You're going to get some very good news about a particular opportunity that you have been waiting for. Is it a job? They're saying it's a job for some, but not for all. But you'll know because you're waiting for it. And it's going to come soon. And I just heard the number 6. So 6, and it may be, because there's this span of time for different people, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months is what I'm hearing. So within 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. depending on where you are in your journey, you're going to get some very good news. And they're saying it's not going to be what you think, it's going to be better than you thought. Because you waited. Because you waited for it. And didn't try to chase it down. So, if there's something you're waiting for, don't chase it down. Stay optimistic. Stay in a state of manifestation. But don't try to manage it. It'll come to you at the right time. And when it does, it'll be in the right way, and it'll be better than you think it will be. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? I think I'm going to give you one more card. I admire your integrity. They're saying they know you're smart. And they know you're clever. But you never use that against someone. Even if you're smarter than them. Even if you're more clever than them. You never use it against them. You use it to help yourself. But you do it with integrity. And you know that's the right thing to do. Even if others get ahead by doing the wrong thing, you stick to your guns and do the right thing. And it will serve you in the long run. In the short run. It will serve you. Because that's a lesson you've already learned. Not to play with your integrity. Because it matters. So, hold on one sec, y'all. Okay. I'm seeing a picture of a man in a top hat, but they're telling me it's not somebody in a top hat. It's just a symbol. It's a symbol of a wedding. So they want me to know it's a groom. I guess top hats mean groom to me, which makes sense in my head. And this groom has passed on. Their bride is here. And they're saying, you will always be my bride. What was that? Even if you marry someone else, it's okay. You will always be my bride. And I will always be your husband. In its own sense. But it's not like that here. What else? What? He's saying you can be with someone here, there, and love someone in the spirit world. One doesn't take away from the other. You don't have to worry. You don't have to feel guilty about that. Just know that I love you, and I want you to be loved. And if I can't be there to love you, I want someone else to. It's not a burden, it's a gift. For you. From me. All right, that's also a very specific message. So, that was a big one. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. Whew, sorry, y'all. That was pretty intense, but if that was you and you want to share it in the comments, please do. But that was a beautiful, beautiful message for you. But also, isn't that a beautiful message for all of us? To know that it's okay for us to continue living our lives when we lose a loved one. They're not judging us for getting into new relationships, for moving on with our lives, for being happy, for going about our lives and not grieving 24/7. They're not judging that. They want you to be happy. They want us to be happy. Their number one goal. It's all they want. They don't want you to be sad. They don't want you to be alone. They don't want you to grieve. They want you to be joy all the time. Okay. So it's a message for someone specific, but also a message for all of us. Anyone who has lost a loved one. And I guess you wouldn't be here with this reading if you hadn't. All right. So my final card is a postcard from Spirit. On the back we have a dragonfly, and it says, "You are magic." And I'm going to show you a close-up just in case you want to take a screenshot of it and read it. But I'll read it to you. Dearest you. Whew. There are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break open wide. Let your heart break open wide. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what is past, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are loving you, sending you love, always and forever. Man, oh man, did y'all have a reading today. Holy cow. That was tough to even read. So, I mean, they're acknowledging your grief. They're acknowledging your pain. They know it's real. They don't want you to ignore it. They also don't want you to live there. You know? They don't want you to stay in pain, stay in grief. And that's part of this message here, is talking about let yourself grieve. Get it out. Break your heart wide open. Feel it. And then let that pain move you, change you, help you become the next version of yourself, the more compassionate version of yourself, the person who understands other people's grief now, but not a person who lives in grief forever. Because it is time to be happy too. And they do want you to be happy more than anything. All right, y'all, that is all I have for you. I hope you got the messages that you were looking for. Thank you so much for being here, and I am ever grateful that this video found you. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.